Mark here from newhometricks.com, and today I want to talk about a Sonos feature called Trueplay. Now, this is a feature that Sonos have introduced to enhance the sound quality that their speakers can deliver. The idea behind this is that every room in your home has slightly different acoustic characteristics, and these will impact the way that you hear the sounds being played from your speakers. There are other things that can impact the way that you experience the sound being played as well, such as the position of the speaker or speakers within the room and how they're oriented. So Trueplay is designed to make use of your iPhone's microphone to detect, as certain test tones are being played, the acoustic characteristics of the room and then adjust the speakers accordingly. Now, I say it uses an iPhone speaker because this feature is currently only supported on iPhone. Now, Sonos say that this is because there's only a certain number of iPhone models out there, and they therefore are able to very easily understand the different characteristics of the microphones built into different iPhone models out there. And that's something that they need to know in order to deliver Trueplay. Whereas with Android, there's loads and loads of different Android handsets out there, and then Sonos are saying that it's impossible for them to fully understand the acoustic characteristics of all the microphones on all the different Android handsets that are out there. Now, I can understand that, that makes a certain amount of sense, but at the same time it does seem like a little bit of an oversight that they couldn't at least have supported maybe some of the more popular Android handsets that are out there. Because obviously there are just certain Android handset models that are very popular. Maybe they could have picked the top 3 and had a look at those, but nevertheless at the moment this is only supported on iPhone. The way that it does it, the way that Trueplay works, is you go into the settings for your room in the app, launch the Trueplay tuning process, and some test tones will start being played. You hold your iPhone upside down so that the microphone is pointing outwards, and then you walk slowly throughout the room, gradually raising and lowering your iPhone so that the microphone picks up these test tones and can hear the subtle differences to those tones in different parts of the space that you move through. Once that process is complete, it takes about 60 seconds, that Trueplay feature will then be automatically activated, and the Sonos speakers in your room will adjust their sound output based on the acoustic characteristics that have been detected. If you have a play bar, for the room that you have the play bar in, you'll also go through a secondary process, which is that you'll be asked to sit in the spot in your room that you normally or typically sit in whilst you're listening to music or watching TV or movies. Hold your handset up, and again some test tones will be played for about 60 seconds in order to understand what the acoustic characteristics are just in that one spot that you would typically listen to music or watch the TV in. Once the process is complete, the Trueplay feature is automatically activated, and you can really hear the difference. Certainly on our playbar speaker, we were able to see a noticeable difference in the sound quality. You can flick between Trueplay being on or off once you've done this tuning process. And when you do that, we were able to notice a real difference in the way that the output of the playbar sounded, at least to our ears. Not quite so noticeable with the Play 1 speaker. That's a bit of a smaller speaker, so maybe you wouldn't expect to notice quite so big a difference, but with the play bar it certainly made a huge difference, which is why it will probably be a bit of a disappointment for anybody who doesn't have an iPhone in the house that they can't go through this tuning process. It's good enough that I would recommend that if you've got a friend out there with an iPhone, get them to your house, ask them to hop onto your Wi-Fi and go through the Trueplay tuning process, because it really is worth doing. The only problem with it is that every time you change the configuration of your room, if you move your speakers around, if you add new speakers in, even if you do something like just change furnishings in your room, you might want to rerun that Trueplay tuning process in order to re-optimize the way that everything sounds. But otherwise, once you've done Trueplay tuning once, it's done and it's enabled and activated. But it really does make a big difference. Certainly with the play bar that we've got, it made a huge difference to the sound quality to go through that tuning process. So if you can, if you've got an iPhone, go ahead and do it. Just go into the room settings and activate the Trueplay feature. If you don't have an iPhone, find a friend that does and get them to do it for you, because it really will help make a big difference to the sound output and the way that the sounds here in your room. I've written up a companion blog post, as always, to go with the video, The link for that is in the description below. Check that out, or just visit the website newhometricks.com. But in the meantime, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.